All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today. You got through Monday. Start of the work week is in the books. Now you got 4 to go. First day of fall, so there's a lot to cover here. And I'll tell you what, it's gotten busy in the tropics, so we need to spend some time on that. I'm going to do that. Talk about this heat on this first day of fall and why it's going to be sticking around, and intriguing weather pattern late this weekend and next week. I'll explain what that means here in just a second. Right now, what I'm going to do, though, is get you guys into this thing we call Facebook Live. Take a look at some graphics, and there it is. Boom! First day of fall. It has arrived. It is here. Didn't feel like it though, did it? It did not. Did not feel like it at all today. So, but here's what you need to know. First day of fall kicked in 219. Average high is 89. Average low is 72 degrees. Stacy Anastasia, Lundigan, Chad Hardy, Tom Perry. Yeah, a lot going on in the tropics. We're going to get to that. Let me just cover fall here. Sunsets today at 7:21, or set today. It's because it's an hour ago. Average high and low is 72 and 89. Check this out. Top weather stories. Looking like this. Not feeling like fall. Rain chances on the rise. Let's do this. Go outside real quick. Juanita Jimenez, Declan Newkirk. It did get hot. Ooh, I love that shot of downtown. Look at that. Still, 82 degrees. 79, Titusville. 85 in Ocala. There we go. Satellite radar. You can see the moisture here. You can see that moisture. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. You see this moisture. Trying to curl back to the north there. And tomorrow, we'll get it through the interior here. So, just a few things we're watching. Look, down here, look at all that action. Miko, a little shower just south of Miko there along 95. And then up north here, we had a quickie little shower pop up just south of Ocala also. So, something that we'll watch. The other thing is the breeze. We've got a little bit of a breeze here. Rip current risk is going to stay elevated. So having said that, let's take a look at this forecast for tomorrow. And then we're going to go right to the tropics, Tom. There it is. Showers along the coast, back through the interior. A little bit of yellow showing up, so some folks pick up a quick 2, maybe 3 inches of rain. Euro and GFS are also looking wet. So there you go. The heat, that's the other big thing. Look at that. 90, 92 through the interior, middle upper 80s at the beaches, 92, 93 back through the interior, and then you take a look at the feels like temperatures right around 100 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, so let's start getting into the forecast here. That's going to lead into the tropics. This is actually kind of important. All right, so Wednesday, Thursday. Notice that little area of low pressure right there, coming through the Bahamas. All right. This is kind of important here because that low is going to continue to ride north. And as it rides to the north, there may be some development. There may be some development that we're going to have to watch. So, there's that right there. Now, and I bring that front up because of this. This is very important here, okay? There it is. Gabrielle, 2 little features there. The red area has a high chance. In fact, let me see something here. I need to check one thing. Hang on a second. NHC 3080, that's good. And 1050, it has not changed. Let's see here. One other thing here. Hold on a second. We do not have a new invest yet. Okay. All right. Very good. So everything is status quo. 3080. All right. So there's those two things. Now this is the key here. Okay. We talked about that front. Okay. I'm going to kind of break this down here. Here comes that front. Does that then take these two features and curve them away from Florida? That is what we are going to be watching here now, going forward in time. Going forward in time, that is what we're going to watch. So there's your first. Oh, I did it again. Son of a gun. Hold on one second there. Let's get rid of this. Why does it keep doing that? KML. Let's do this. Oh. No, not that one. Oops, that's wrong. Hang on a second. Let's do this. Hang on one second. Bam. Alright, so we gotta get rid of that. Still 1050. That looks good. Let me do one other thing here. Give me 1 second. I'm making a quick little cleanup here to two graphics. We just got a new Alright, there we go, 3080. Alright, all set. So let's kind of break this down. So this is the first one. Sorry about that. There it is. So that one is going to get awfully close to Florida, end of the weekend or early next week. So we're going to have to watch it. When can we get the hurricanes now? Hurricane season does not end until November 30. Stacy, you know that. Zoraida Diaz. No hurricane parties yet. Thank you very little. When we take a look at the B storm, there it is. This one will likely become an invest here tomorrow, maybe tonight. But for now, I'm not seeing that. So we'll see. 3080 though, becoming more and more favorable for development. Now here's, look at Gabrielle. This is just amazing. Look at that buzzsaw. Going by St. George and Bermuda. A little bit of dry air trying to work in on the west side now, on the back side there. So we'll continue to monitor that. Tom Austin, close. Good news for now is the models are not significantly developing that feature, which is always good news. But it will be something that we will definitely want to watch. Let me do one thing here. Hang on one second. Yeah, so the GFS is a little bit slower with it, a little more south and east of the Euro. So again, just something we'll be watching. But that eye is pretty impressive. If you ask me, Reese, David, Betty, going to have you all in here. All right, let's take a look at this track from Bermuda, shooting off to the north and the east. So let me show you what the tracks look like here. For those that are inquiring or that would like to know. Boom! Look at that. There it is, right there. The Azores, and then potentially the UK. As you can see right here, hurricane models peak today, tomorrow, and then they're tapped out. I want to show you this. John Hansen's in the house. Here's the Euro. There goes Gabby. Two more features there. Look at that front coming in to the southeast. Taking one into North Carolina, and then right over Bermuda next Wednesday. Ooh-wee. So, yeah, plenty to watch there. Okay, so that's the Euro. Here's a look at the GFS. Yeah, it's got an eye on the UK, that's for sure. All right, here's the GFS. There goes Gabby. Look at that front coming into the southeast Saturday, Sunday. Takes that feature, lifts it to, ooh, looks to the north and the east, and then bam! Look at that wedge of dry air just kind of with a couple more features here. You know, look, it's October the 1st at the end there, and it's still got waves coming off the coast of Africa. That's a bit unusual. One thing I do want to show you, as you can see, Gabrielle pulling away from the core of the biggest potential cyclone tropical heat energy there. So the Bahamas and the Caribbean, and even the Gulf, are still open for business for sure. So the side-by-side, I know you guys like this. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Great agreement, Euro GFS with Gabrielle. Euro develops a hurricane. GFS not so much. It's got a much weaker feature. You can see it below. Right there. Right over Bermuda. And we'll do that. You can see that's that. Here's the steering flow with the Euro. There's your high, there's your trough, there's your feature. And then same thing with the GFS. There goes Gabby. Here comes our feature. The upper low pops in and just kind of springs up towards North Carolina. So just to kind of give you a little flavor what we're seeing. And then the Euro, this is kind of neat. Gabrielle is teasing you. Giants. Gosh, we got our tushies kicked. Evelyn, good to have you right there. So the Euro has two features. One is weaker, but close to the Florida and Bahamas. The other one is likely headed towards Bermuda. And then a third piece right behind that. And then a fourth piece coming off the west coast of Africa. So we're staying active. There's no doubt about that, folks. No doubt about that. 7-day, 92, 93. It's heat. No summer there. Genesis Evans. Good to have you there, girl. Terry Ann Lottie. Nancy Cruz. Hiya. Back. Genesis. Good to have you. And then the coastal 7-day forecast looks like this. 88, 89, 90, 90. And then here comes that front, showers and storms, turning a little bit cooler over the weekend. Now, nationally speaking, let's do this. There's high over southwest Texas, a low there, upper low north of San Juan. There's our feature there east of San Juan. Yes, Phil, that's correct. Yachty is in the house. Dean is in the house. Elizabeth Hahn is in the house. Linda Crookster's in the house. The Crookinator, the Crookatola, the Crooked-Meister. We got you, girl. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. All right. So look at that. Diane Irene has popped in. She's in the house. So look at that. All right. Now, from that to this, you can see Gabrielle. You can see a little spin right here. This is just like a little upper low. That's a wave. That's a wave. Boom. Boom. That's what we're going to be watching. Busy, busy, busy. All right, nationally speaking, temperature-wise, you can see it's cold in the high country out west, cool in the northeast, hot in Texas and the southwest, and there is some snow in the mountains out there in Wyoming and in Montana. So we're starting to see some snow now. North of the border, 33 in Point Bower, 36 in Inuvik, 34 in Fort Ross, Iqaluit, coming in at 39. Baker Lake, 59. Moosonee, 55. Las Vegas, 91. Boston, 66. Elizabeth, yeah, it is a good pool day for you for sure. Dallas 91. El Paso coming in at 92 degrees. 92. Tom's going to 49 in Yakutsk. All right, we'll check that out here in a second. Havana 77. Belize City 84. Kingston 86. Bogota 59. Manaus 84. Punta Arenas 37. Cape Town 46. Luanda 73. Niamey 88. Rabat, Morocco 55. Look at Oslo. Look at that cold air over Scandinavia. Moscow 63. Baku 54. Surgut Astana 50-40. Oh, look at Yakutsk at freezing. Some cold air. Northeast Siberia. Linda, we got you, girl. We got names for everybody. Ben Oster's in the house. Benny and the gang. Sapporo 61. Hong Kong 84. Manila 81. Makassar 81. Down under, where it is now spring. Hobart Airport 61. Adelaide 57. Brisbane 73. Cairns 84. Alice Springs 66. Now you saw that change. Bora Bora 79. And then look at Hawaii. 83 to about 89. All right, gang, I am going to wrap it up here. I got some things I got to work on. But anyway, you guys are an awesome group. We'll be right back here again tomorrow night. Hope you all are doing well. I'm here all week. So until tomorrow on Facebook Live, ta-ta. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight at 10 on the CW18 and again at 11 on West 2 News. See ya.